I started. So we are going to. So let me pick a question from the Instax. I have selected from company specific somewhere, and the question is this one. Yeah. So this is a question that I selected. The problem statement says that we need to write a program to find the total number of digits in a factorial of a given number. Yeah. So this is the problem statement, and let me try to explain how input and output are goes and how we need to proceed to implement the code. Yes. Let me share my tab screen. Yes. See, the problem statement says that they are going to give one integer value, and let's consider it as n. It's an integer value, right? And let us consider if they are giving input as 5, the output should be 3. So but how it is 3 is the factorial of 5 contains 3 digits. So that means we need to calculate 5 factorial first, which is nothing but 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and actually that last multiplication is not required, and it is going to give the value as 120, and the number 120 contains 3 digits. So my final answer is going to be 3. This one. So this is what we need to do, and for this what we are going to do is let's write a step-by-step process to solve this problem. So the first step that we are going to do is read n value, and second step find factorial of n, then find number of digits in factorial of n, then finally display the result. Okay, so for this what I will do is let's see it in a practical implementation manner by using any programming language, and let's select Python programming language in order to implement the same. So let's select Python. Sorry. Yeah, let me select this. Yes. So what I'm going to do here is, let me first complete the first step by step. Let's say that step 1 is read an integer n. So for that what I'm going to do here is, let me take n equals to int of input, and then we need to find the factorial of that number. Then step 2 find the factorial of n. Yes, and further what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to define a method called fact, which will take n and returns a factorial of that number. So I will use a recursive approach to find the factorial. Let's say that if n equals to 1, then we need to return 1 itself. Otherwise we are going to return n into fact of n minus 1. So this will find the factorial of a number. Let's check it. So let's call print fact of n, and let me execute this. Now it is waiting for the input, and let's give 5. It is giving fact is not defined. So what I need to do here is actually I need to create this. I need to create that before it is used. Fine. Now let's do the second step here. Yes. So we are reading data and then we are printing it. Fine. Now let's give 5. Yes, I'm getting 120. Then what is the next step? Next step so is step 3. Step 3. Find the number of digits in fact of n. Yes, or factorial of n. So for that, simply what I can use here is I can use a log base 10 logic. So in order to find the total number of, or else we can go with any looping statement. So what I'm going to do here is just I'll use a math module. So in which just direct I'm going to print the result directly, or else let's find the result. res equals to math dot log base 10 of this value. So let's store this in a separate f equals to, that means just we are getting factorial of n and storing that into the f, and then we are passing that f here. And what we need to do here is this is going to give in a fractional data value, and that means decimal value. So we will convert that into integer, then plus 1 will give the total number of digits. Then finally the step 4 is display the result. Now let me print res. Yes, so this is my whole process, and let me try to execute this and check it. So for the input 5, yes, it contains 3 digits 120, right? And let's check the test cases, few more, and we have 10. So for the input 10, it is going to give 7. Yes, let me check 7 digits number. 10, yes, it is 7. And for the input 149, it should give 261. 149, yes, it is 261. And for this, I think we have not handled the negative numbers. Now let me check. -3, yes, it is giving an error during this and not this. During we are using the logarithmetic. So what I can do here is, so before we calculate this here itself, let me check if n is less than or equals to 0, I will print directly 0. I will print 0. Otherwise, or else just let me assign, let me define a result here equals to 0, and here if it is a result is 0. Otherwise we go and calculate this. That means else, then only we find this. Okay, actually we can combine all these statements into one code. Like that means here itself I can perform this entire thing. Directly here. Okay, and this is what actually our result. Just let me write it in the beginning itself, import statement, and then let me make it as result. Yes, then display the result. Now let me check. if I give 5, log base 10 f. Yeah, we have not defined f here. It is not f, it is directly what we need to pass here is directly we need to call factorial of n. Yes, we are calculating the factorial of n, and the whatever the result that I get is calculated into log base 10, and that will give a decimal value, so that we are converting that into integer, and plus 1 will give the total number of digits in a given number. Okay, so now let me run this. 5, yes, it is giving 2, and let me give 10, it is 7 digits, and let me give 149, it is 261, and let's give a negative 3, yes, it is 0. Now you can see that for each and every test case it is working fine. So this is how we are solved that problem statement. Thank you.